Folks, today we're out here on Pensacola Beach fishing pier trying to catch something to bring home for dinner. That might be a real one. Good morning, folks, and welcome to another video. We are back out here on Pensacola Beach fishing pier, and hey, we're here before daylight. That's wild for us. Trying to get on that early morning bite. We got a lot of storms in the area, which might make the bite good. I have not been out here in 2 or 3 weeks. We've had some muddy water. I've heard the water's clearing, so we're gonna go out here and see what happens today. Now let me show you guys how we're gonna be rigging today. All right, we're gonna start out on the end of the pier. All right, I've got my custom-made pier rod right here with a Penn Slammer 6500. I've got a cigar minnow on a wire leader. I've got a 40-pound wire leader, a treble hook, and hey, we're just gonna go out to the end and snobble this cigar minnow around just like this early morning, see if we can't get bit. When I grew up on the pier in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, people weren't out here throwing X-Wraps and all that stuff. People were snobbling cigar minnows on the end of the pier. All right, I hate to call that an old school method. I mean, people still do it, but now when you come out to the pier, you see a lot more lure fishermen. We never saw lure fishermen growing up as a kid. It was cigar minnows, man.
That's all right. The Lord knows what it takes for some people. Some people that don't take much, and some people take a lot. You know, I was blessed. I was raised good on the end of your rod.
That's called a cigar minnow. It's a little bait fish. Good luck to you, man.
So the morning actually started off really slow, despite there being a lot of people out there fishing. There was a good report from the previous day that I guess brought all the anglers out, but I wasn't really seeing anyone catching much of anything.
Hắn mà ăn cùng đất à, hắn ăn cùng đất à, cầu cũng đâu cầu cát đâu, gục nước. Cầu có lấy được đó. Lấy là câu con mồi ấy, câu con mồi. Còn cá ở trong tủ. Nát.
That might be a real one. That one caught me sleeping.
Got it.
I think it's a foul hooked fish. I don't think it's that big.
That gaff broke. The rope broke yesterday, so I just brought it out for emergency purposes. You can try it, but you don't understand a word I'm saying, do you? That's fine.
This is such a strange feeling fish. It's a foul hooked king.
You feel his tail beat?
Yeah. I think he's just hooked in the tail or something.
12 pounds, my guess.
He's gonna stay out there long enough for a shark to come by. This one may be coming in like straight tail. That's weird. He ran a long ways though. What'd I tell you? Same size. Well, he's a little bit bigger. He's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
He's hooked. He may come off. He's hooked right in the side.
Đâu có, nó bị ao hút. Chụp á.
Try to be easy with him. He's hooked right in the side. I'll be shocked if he stays hooked. All right, let's go with it. There we go. That was luck. Oh, he's a little bigger than I thought he was. He's bigger than I thought he was. Here we go. Nice king right here, Pensacola Beach Fishing Pier. Let's see if we can get us another one here. Only 2 kings caught this morning. That was one of them. You got it, man.
Yeah. Chicken too.
Màu giả. Câu leader.
Yeah, it's angler up with Brant.
Yeah.
My name Brant.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I used to throw way past that when I was your age.
I'm a lot older than you think.
You're older than me.
Probably not, but I bet I'm older than most people would think.
How old are you?
42.
Okay. You don't look a day over 32.
I appreciate that. I work hard at it. The kings have kind of slowed down a little. I'm gonna go toss the X-Wrap around a little bit and see if we can get something on the white X-Wrap. Hey Fred, how you doing, buddy? Good morning.
Oh, mate.
That shark out there is hungry. Any fish you hang, you gotta horse him to the pier because he's looking for a free meal.
Dạ 125.000 subscribe.
Oh, mate.
bonita there. Bonita. I think it's a bonita. Yeah, that's gonna be a bonita. It's gonna be a shark. A shark.
That's good.
Look at that.
You want
I'm good. Heads up.
Yeah, good job.
That shark grabbed him right there, and I had to rip it away from that shark.
You're a YouTuber?
Yeah. You
How many subscribers you have?
325,000. Here,
Subscriber.
it's
Can I
all
have-
you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's all you.
Can I have the name of
Yeah,
the
it's
YouTube?
Angler Up with Brant.
Angler of the Brain.
Yeah, that is right. Thought that was gonna be a king.
Get in there.
All right, folks, that's gonna do it. Nothing happening in the surf zone. I looked down there for about an hour and it's just slow. The water is not pretty. No Spanish, no blues, couple redfish swimming around the pinelands, that's about it. Let's go home and cook that king up. Right, folks, we are back at the house. Nice king right here. Not a giant, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the perfect size king to do a catch, clean, and cook. Now, I know somebody's gonna say, oh, mackerel have a ton of mercury. We don't eat it very often, but we are gonna eat it today, and we're gonna cook this guy up in a unique way that I have not done in a long time. The first thing that I wanna do is cut the head off. And you know, that was such a, let me tell you something, the reason I didn't stay out there longer was because they really weren't catching much, so I got kind of lucky because you saw there were tons of people on the pier and they were catching some bonitas and stuff like that, but we weren't really catching a lot of any kings. All right, so we're gonna stake this guy out just like this. But what we're gonna do, okay, you can actually do two different things with it. You can take this steak and you can put this steak on the grill, but we're not going to do that. We're gonna fry him up, and how we're gonna do that is pretty interesting, all right? So these are called king balls, okay? And I haven't done this in a while. It's probably going to take a minute for me to do it, but you push them out with your thumb like this, and that is the most tender part of the mackerel right here. And so what we're going to do, and I love these, it's actually really really tasty. Now if you get a really big king, probably not the best thing to do with a really big king, but this is the perfect size. And we're just going to push them out just like that. And you get the most tender part of the meat. And then you take, once we're done with all of these, you're going to take these and we're going to fry them up in the outdoor fryer. So it is a really unique way to do king mackerel. And you know, like I said, we do this maybe once a year, something like that. Probably not going to go back to the pier for a little bit, just because we accomplished the goal. Probably going to try to do some other stuff. But that was fun trying. And you know, this king here, look at that, guys. That is just perfect to fry up right there. You know, if you eat king mackerel fresh and it's not a big one, it's one about that size, there's nothing wrong with king, especially, and there's a lot of ways to do it. We've made mackerel dip. I grew up eating a lot of king mackerel because my dad caught a lot of king mackerel. So back in the 90s, king mackerel fishing tournaments were extremely popular, okay? There would be like 200 boats in each of these tournaments. I mean, everybody fished king tournaments. And my dad was on one of the best king mackerel tournament fishing teams along the Gulf Coast, and they won a lot of tournaments. And so we always grew up catching kings, eating kings, and they were actually one of my favorite fish to catch. But to catch them off the pier is way more fun than anywhere else. I love catching them on the pier, okay? You can catch them in a boat, yeah, they're fun, but they're 10 times more fun catching them on the pier. So, all right, folks, so full transparency, it is the next day. We have our king balls right here, and they're soaking in a little lemon juice and a little seasoning, and we have our cornmeal right here. And of course, our outdoor fryer, and it is completely heated up. Fryer is super cool because it's so simple. Fish cooks at 354, turn the knob to 354. Even I can do it. Like it's crazy. So we're gonna, all we're gonna do here, folks, is we're gonna roll these around in cornmeal. And these are going to be outstanding. Check that out. First batch complete. That looks amazing. I also want to thank you guys, everybody that's reached out to me needing real estate help here in the state of Florida. I'm actually working with 7 subscribers right now this month. And we're closing deals here in the state of Florida this month. So I greatly appreciate you guys for calling me. And if you need any real estate help here in the state of Florida, give me a call. All my information is below. You know, it's a really unique business model, and it's not like anybody else that works in real estate, because what we do is I go out and make fishing videos, and my subscribers that enjoy these fishing videos, if they need real estate help, then they reach out to me and I help them. And so it's really amazing to like find a common interest with a potential customer before even doing business. And so I really greatly appreciate you guys trusting me. All my information is linked in the description in case you want to check out, you know, any of my recently sold homes, or my website, or how to contact me. So check out that for a little appetizer, folks. This is a phenomenal appetizer to serve prior to dinner, or for just a lunch. Like what I like about it, and I've had them before, so I already know what it's going to be like, is they're not fishy at all, because you're not getting that meat that's touching the skin. And don't hate, I usually like tartar sauce, but ketchup ain't bad on fish either. I grew up eating fried fish and ketchup. All right, comment below if you did too. I'll tell you what's interesting about that, folks, is that reminds me of when I was a kid, because growing up as a kid, we did eat a lot of mackerel because they were so plentiful. Check out this pic right here. That was my first ever, I think it was my first saltwater fish, was a king mackerel. And I remember my dad and one of his buddies, they had like a little 16-foot Cape Horn boat, took it outside of Pensacola Pass, trolled around the number 1 and 2 sea buoys, and I begged them to take me with them. And so they did, and I ended up catching my first king mackerel that day. So a lot of great memories around catching kings, around pier fishing. You know, I've been doing it since I was a little kid. Folks, here's the rest of them right here, and so this will be a great little lunch today. You know, that was it's funny, I've caught so many king mackerel. I was a fishing guide for 9 years, and we used to troll the buoys and the inshore wrecks and catch nearshore wrecks and catch so many kings. But there's still something fun about it. Like, that was still a blast, going out there to the pier and catching a king off the pier. And if you're coming down here on vacation, I highly recommend you try it. Get you one of those X-Wraps. Go out there. If you make a lot of casts and you stay persistent, you're going to get some action, whether it be bonitas or kings. They're catching some pelagics out there like your mahi. That's a really fun way that if you're traveling down here that you can fish, even if you don't have a lot of saltwater experience. So folks, as always, greatly appreciate you tuning into the video. If you like the video, shoot me a big thumbs up. Everything I'm involved with linked in my description below. Like I said, if you need any real estate help here in Florida, reach out to me. If I cannot help you, I can point you in the right direction or hook you up with somebody that can. I do work Pensacola to Destin, even Panama. I've done some deals in Panama City. So I'm right here in Northwest Florida along the Panhandle. Be happy to at least answer any questions that you may have, folks. We will catch you. next time.